Okay. Yep, I'm sharing my screen. Once you are able to see my screen, just say yes in chat box. So we can start. Okay, fine. Maybe for us today we have discussed about gas cylinders rules, and today we are talking about water prevention and control of pollution act 1974. Okay, so in this we are not going to all the points. We'll see the basic functions of the central government as a state government. Those are the points we should commonly aware about what central control board will do and state pollution control board will do. Okay. Then restriction of new outlets and new discharges, which is about yesterday as we seen the licensing. Here also about the restrictions on new installations. Then penalties and offenses by the companies. What kind of offenses they do accordingly. So basically, we see some of the definitions as well. If you see a board, you would have heard about pollution control board, state pollution control board, and central pollution control board. Here, if you say a board, we'll consider two boards. One is central state, and then central pollution control board. And central board means a central pollution control board constituted under section 3. As per section 3, it has been defined. As I mentioned, wherever we are discussing about Act, ACT Act, it is common for total India. Wherever we'll discuss about the rules which are defined with explosives, those rules also for common for India. So basically, you may get a question as a 3 marks. Basically, pollution. What is mean by pollution? So pollution means we know everything. Pollution in the sense it is changing the nature of or the properties of any material which is not suitable for use or consumption. Any material, it is changing the basic nature of that material or properties of that material. So if you see pollution means contamination of water or such alteration of physical, chemical, or biological properties of water, such discharge of any sewage or trade effluent or of any other liquid, gaseous, or solid substance into water, whether directly or indirectly, as may or likely to create a nuisance, render such water harmful or injurious to public health or safety, or to do a domestic or commercial, industrial, agriculture, or other legitimate uses, or to the life, health of animals or plants or aquatic organisms. It is the whole definition. You can write in your own language as well, but the message should convey what exactly the pollution means. Pollution means pollution ante kalushitham. It is a alteration of physical, chemical, or biological properties of water, of such discharge of any sewage or trade effluent, of any other liquid, gases, or solid substances into water. అంటే ఏంటి ఏదైనా గ్యాసెస్ అంటే గాలి రూపంలో ఉన్న పదార్థాలు కానీ లిక్విడ్ రూపంలో ఉన్న పదార్థాలు కానీ ఘన రూపంలో ఉన్న పదార్థాలు కానీ ఈ వాటర్లో పట్టడం వల్ల ఆ వాటర్ యొక్క ప్రాపర్టీస్ కనుక చేంజ్ అయ్యి వాటి వల్ల మనకి ఏమన్నా ప్రమాదం జరిగితే దాన్ని మనం పొల్యూషన్ అంటాం. Then sewage effluent means effluent from the any sewage system or sewage disposal works and also includes sludge from the open drains. Then severe means any conduit pipe or channel open or closed carrying sewage trade effluent, like sewage effluent we can say, or household effluent, even office effluents, all will fall under this sewage effluents. It will basically comes from toilets, kitchens, and urinals. Then stream means it includes the way it is going or the path or any uh, channel. We can say any media or channel. Either it will come by a river, either a water course or inland water or any subterranean water or any other sea or any tidal water. Then trade effluent, it is includes liquid or gases or solid substances which is discharged from any premises used for carrying on any industry operations or process or treatment and disposal systems other than the domestic sewage. As I said, domestic sewage means it is completely office or domestic means household and then kitchen. Then if it is a trade effluent means it is a process effluent. అంటే మన ప్రాసెస్ నుంచి వచ్చే వృద్ధాలు మనం దానికి ఈటీపీ పెట్టుకుంటాం, ఎఫ్లూయెంట్ ట్రీట్మెంట్ ప్లాంట్. అదే ఆఫీసెస్లో యూటోల్ వాటర్ వీటన్నిటికీ మనము ఎస్టీపీ పెట్టుకుంటాం, సీవేజ్ ట్రీట్మెంట్ ప్లాంట్. ఫర్ ఆఫీస్ పర్పస్ విల్ హ్యావ్ ఎస్టీపీ, sewage treatment plant. For factory effluents, we'll put ETP, effluent treatment plant. Trade effluent means which are coming from the process. So if you see constitution of central boards, how it will get built, how they are form a central boards. The central government shall, with the effect of from the date of this beginning date, not later than the 6 months of commencement of this act, the state Assam, Bihar, Gujarat, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu, Kashmir, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Tirupur, West Bengal, or Union Territories, as it may be notification in official gazette, appoint a constitute of central board called a Central Pollution Control Board to exercise the power of these roads. Once it started commencement of this one, it is a very old story. After this stage, they have to form their central board members. Then again, state how the central has formed, they'll form a state level board committees as well. Then here there are a couple of people will be there in the each board. So one is the chairman, who is being a person having a special knowledge or a practical experience in the respect of matters with respect to the environmental protection, and a person is having knowledge and experience in administrating or institutions dealing with the matters of aforesaid and also nominated by the state government. He's a state government person who will nominate it, and he also has the knowledge on environmental protection. Then provided a chairman by either whole-time or a part-time member, and also such members official not exceeding 5 to be nominated by the state government, and also such members of person not exceeding 5 to be nominated by the state, and also not official not exceeding 3, and also 2 persons in respect of companies or corporations owned or controlled managed state government to be nominated by the government. Total will be 5. 3 will be from the government and 2 will be from the companies or corporations owned or controlled by the state government. And the state government under control of the companies nunchi వీళ్ళని ఎలక్ట్ చేసుకుంటారు. The service and all is not important for us. The qualification. Then we'll have and we will see the composition of the joint boards as well. The joint board is constituted in the pursuance of an agreement entered into the clause A, subsection 1, also 30. A full-time chairman will be there, being person is having knowledge as we've seen before, and 2 officials from each of the participating states to be nominated from the state government with respect to the present government. Then 1 person from the participating the state government, and 1 official from the nominated each partnership states. If we take joint committees, they'll have participate 2 or more states. In that condition, they will take this members as nominees. Yeah, this is more important. What is the functions of this central board? అంటే central board యొక్క పని ఏంటి, వాళ్ళ యొక్క విధులు ఏంటి, what are the duties they will do? Basically, they do advise the central government of any matter concerning the prevention and control of water pollution. ఈ సెంట్రల్ బోర్డ్ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ వాళ్ళకి అడ్వైజ్లు ఇస్తూ ఉంటుంది. దేని గురించి అడ్వైజ్ ఇస్తుంది? వాటర్ పొల్యూషన్ సంబంధించిన ఫ్యాక్టరీస్ రావడం కానీ, ఎక్కడైనా మేజర్ ప్రమాదాలు జరిగితే అక్కడైతే మనకి ఈ వాటర్ అనేది పొల్యూట్ అవుతుందో వాటి గురించి సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్కి సజెషన్స్ అనేది ఇస్తుంది. ఎందుకంటే సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ దే విల్ ప్రపోజ్ ద మెనీ projects or thermal power plants or any other nuclear power plants, any other kind of manufacturing technologies. So during that time, the central board will give advices to the central government to think after the water pollution issues with that proposed project. Then coordinate the activities of the state boards and resolve the disputes among them. Then they will coordinate with the local state pollution control boards. In case of any issues, they will try to resolve and provide technical assistance and guidance to the state boards and carry out the sponsored investigations and research relating to problems of water pollution and prevention, control, and abatement of water pollution. So, they'll be assisting the state board during carrying out of sponsored investigations in case of any incident happens, any major pollution happens. So the central government will always support the state boards to do a research on that and on the problems with respect to water pollution and prevention controls. Then plan and organize the training of persons engaged or to be engaged in the programs for the prevention control of abatement and also water pollution on such terms and conditions as the board may specify. The central board will also conduct the training programs with respect to prevention and control of water pollution. Then collect, compile, and publish technical and also statistical data relating to water pollution. So if you see any pollution control board data, central pollution control board, there you will have the statistics or even if you see the ambient air quality and also the water quality in their websites. So they will collect all the information from the local state boards and they will publish in the website and lay down and modify annual in construction with the state government concern the standards for a stream as well, provided that the different standards may be laid down for the same stream or well or for different streams or wells having regard to the quality of water, flow characteristics, and also stream or well, and also nature of use and water in such streams or wells or steam or wells. It is simple that they will define the quality of the water. Either they will define the discharge of the effluent where you are discharging. So before discharging, they will suggest us to do a certain treatment. Then we are supposed to discharge. Even if you are already working in company, you can see your CFO or CTO concern to operate or concern for operation. There you could see the parameters of your effluent after the treatment. In such parameters only, that quality of water only you are supposed to discharge. Then plan and cost to execute a nationwide program for prevention and control of avoidment of water pollution. It's what we'll do environmental day. So environmental day, we majorly focus on only the plantation or based on theme, but the central point will also focus on the water topic as well. And also the board may establish, recognize a laboratory or laboratories to enable the board to perform its functions under this section efficiently, including an analysis of samples of water from any stream or any well or any sample of sewage or trade effluents. So they also have designated laboratories under the central government, and also they have right to take samples from any river or any well or any stream, in a canal or any river or any sewage effluent and also trade effluent. Not only on the public sources, they are authorized to take from any plant as well. They can go and do the analysis. Functions of state board. So to plan a comprehensive program for prevention, control or abatement of pollution of the streams and also wells in the state to secure the execution. So this is the functions. And also to advise the state government on any further matter concerning to the prevention control. How central government does with the central government. In same way, state government will do the state pollution control board will do suggest the state government. అంటే సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఎలాగైతే వాళ్ళకి సజెషన్స్ ఇచ్చిందో స్టేట్ లెవెల్లో స్టేట్ గవర్నమెంట్కి ఈ స్టేట్ పొల్యూషన్ కంట్రోల్ బోర్డు అంటే సలహాలు ఇస్తూ ఉంటుంది. And also these board also will have collection and also disseminate information relating to water pollution and prevention control of abatement. This board also collects the samples to check the condition or to check the pollution levels of the water as well. And to encourage, conduct, participate investigations and research relating to the problems of water pollution and prevention, control or abatement of water pollution means prevention or control. So, and also these department will try to encourage and participate in the investigations. State Pollution Control Board will participate in investigations to identify the what kind of pollution sources which are there or how the water got polluted. If it is already polluted, what are the pollutants which are there in that water. And also to collaborate with the central board in organizing the training of persons engaged or to be engaged in the programs relating to the prevention, and to inspect the sewage or trade effluents, work plans, and also the treatment sewage and trade effluents, and to review the plans. So this is the major duty they do. Whenever they'll get an application for any new establishments, in the sense new companies, based on the nature of their process, they suggest the ETP and STP based on the capacity and based on the number of people employed. They will suggest process wise, they will suggest ETP, and based on the number of people employed, they will suggest the capacity of STP. So in this condition, what they do is they will check all the sewage systems and also they will review the plants. Then they will give the authorization. ఎప్పుడైతే మనము ఒక కొత్త కంపెనీని ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేయాలనుకుంటామో ఆ కండిషన్స్లో ఆ ప్రాసెస్ని బట్టి అక్కడ వాళ్ళు ఈటీపీ కెపాసిటీ సజెస్ట్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. దాంతో పాటుగా బేస్డ్ ఆన్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్స్ అంటే నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ దే ఆర్ డిప్లాయింగ్ ఫర్ టు వర్క్ ఇన్ దట్ స్పెసిఫిక్ ఫ్యాక్టరీ. బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దట్ దే విల్ సజెస్ట్ the STP, sewage treatment plant. Then they will verify the complete the technology what they are using. Then they will give the permission. And to lay down and modify an annual effluent standard for the sewage and also trade effluents. So these guys also will define the standards for the trade effluent, I mean before going to discharge, and also STPs. This they will represent in our CFOs, concern for ఆపరేషన్. ఎప్పుడైతే మనం సిఎఫ్ఓలు తీసుకుంటామో అట్లా వాళ్ళు మన ట్రేడ్ ఎఫ్లుయెంట్ యొక్క పారామీటర్స్ అనేవి ఎంత ఉండాలి అని చెప్పేది వాళ్ళు డిఫైన్ చేస్తారు. అండ్ టు ఇవాల్వ్ మెథడ్స్ ఫర్ utilization of sewage and also suitable trade effluents in agriculture, to evolve efficient methods of disposal of sewage and also trade effluents on demand. Okay, these are the other two functions they will do from State Pollution Control Board. Then also they will advise the state government with respect to the location of any industry, the carrying on which is likely to pollute a stream or a well. So in the sense, in case any new location or new industrial parks are suggested by any state government, they will suggest. So this specific activity or this specific process is not good to have in that specific location. If you are establishing that facility there, we may get into a trouble. They will suggest accordingly. And to perform such other functions as may be prescribed as may from time to time to be interested to be a central government and also state government. They do other these things as well. Based on time to time, their duties may change. Then the board may establish and recognize a laboratory like how central government does. They also have state level laboratories to assess the samples which they have collected. Sometimes they will come and collect the samples and they do analysis. Apart from our reports, they collect the sample from our systems and they do the analysis part of that quality of water. Okay. Yes. Then section 21, which is about power to take samples of effluent and also procedure to be followed in the connection with it. So a state board or any officer empowered by it in this behalf shall have power to take for the sample purpose of analysis sample of water from any stream or well or sample of any sewage or trade effluent which is passing from any plant or vessel or over any place into any such stream or well. So basically, any state pollution control board or officer are authorized to take the samples. Then if you see a person or in charge of any having control over the plant or vessel or any in occupation of that place, which a person is hereinafter referred as an occupier or any agent, such occupier or notice, then there is such form as may be prescribed in his attention to have it analyzed. In the presence of occupier, his agent divide the samples into two parts. So whenever they come for a sample collection in front of the occupier, for example, in our facility, if they are coming and collecting the samples, they have to be collected in front of the occupier or occupier who declares as a person behalf of him, he is authorized to to sign on those or to witness that sampling. And shall cause each of this placed in a container which shall be marked and also sealed and shall be also signed both the person taking the sample as well as occupier or his agent. So once the sample is collected, then they will sign the both the parties. One is the sample collection person, which is from state or central pollution control board, and the other person who is the occupier or the authorized person from the occupier. Send one container forthwith. In case of where the sample is taken from any area situated in Union Territory to the laboratory established or recognized by the central board under section 16. In other cases, the laboratory established or recognized by the state governments. Either in the central or state government, it will go if you are taking any Union Territory. On the request of occupier or his agent, send the second container in the case of where the sample is taken in any areas of situated in the territory, or in case of any state laboratories, it will go to the state specific laboratories. After taking the sample, so when the sample of any sewage or trade effluent is taken for analysis under section 1, and also the person taking the sample serves the occupier or his agent a notice under clause A of subsection 3, and also the occupier on his agent willfully absent or himself. A sample or so taken shall be placed in a container which shall be marked and also sealed and shall be signed by the person taking the sample, and the same shall be sent forth by the person for analysis to the laboratories in reference to the case or maybe clause in section 3. Such person shall inform government analyst appointed under subsection in the case of in writing about the willful absence of the occupier or his agent. To make it simple, so in case a person is willingly ignores the sample collection, he is not attending. Maybe on same day they won't do anything, but maybe if they give second chance or third chance, but still the occupier is not attending for the sample collection, and he is not appointing any person to monitor that activity, then a sample who has collected, the person will give a written representation along with the samples. The occupier is willfully not attending the sample collection process, like that. Then the cost incurred in getting such samples analyzed shall be payable by the occupier or his agent, and in case of default of such payment, the same shall be reversible from the occupier or his agent, as the case may be, as an arrear of a land, a revenue, or a public demand. So whatever the sample analysis they are doing, the sample analysis cost is collected from the occupier, not from the government. Whenever the sample or any sewage of trade effluent is taken for analysis under section 1, the person taking the sample serves on the occupier or his agent a notice under clause A and also subsection 3, and the occupier or his agent who is present at the time of taking the sample does not make any request for dividing the sample into 2 parts as provided in clause B, then the sample so taken shall be placed in a container which shall be marked and also sealed, shall also be signed by a person taking the sample, and the same shall be sent to a person for analysis to the laboratories. So once the sample is collected, they will take the signature, even if the agent or the occupier, if it is not signed. Then power of entry and inspection. So this is also one of the major duty or responsibility of police control board or either state or central. So they have power to entry. Any person empowered by a state board in this behalf shall have a right at any time to enter with such assistance as he considered necessary. So whenever he feels it is required, he has authority to enter any facility for the purpose of performing any of his functions, or for the purpose of determining whether, if so, what manner any such functions are to be performed, and for the purpose of examining any plant, record, register, or documents. These are the major heads. He have power to enter in any facility. Then prohibition on use of a stream or well or for disposal of polluting matter. Prohibition means we are not supposed to allow, or you are not supposed to do any pollution to get into any stream, either a canal or municipal sewage or any pond or any river or any other water media. So you are not supposed to leave your pollutants into the river or any stream which will pollute that water body. No person shall knowingly cause or permanent any poisonous, noxious, or polluting matter determined in accordance with such standards as may be laid down by the state board to enter any stream or well or any land. అంటే ఎటువంటి హానికరమైన పదార్థాలని మనము ఏ వాటర్ బాడీలో కానీ లేదా ఏ ల్యాండ్లో కానీ ఎటువంటి చెరువుల్లో కానీ వాటిలోకి కలపకూడదు. No person shall knowingly use or cause permit to enter into any stream any other matter which may tend either directly or in combination of which the similar matters to impede the proper flow of water or stream in manner leading to or likely to lead to substantial aggregation of pollution due to other cause or its consequences. సో ఏదైనా వేస్ట్ని తీసుకొచ్చి డంప్ చేయటము, సో ఫ్లోని డైవర్ట్ చేయటము, దానివల్ల సబ్సీక్వెంట్ పొల్యూషన్ ఏమైనా జరుగుతున్నా కూడాను అది ప్రొహిబిషన్. దాన్ని మనం అలా చేయకూడదు. అండ్ ఏ పర్సన్ షల్ నాట్ బి గిల్టీ ఫర్ అఫెన్స్ అండర్ దిస్ సబ్సెక్షన్ బై రీజన్ ఓన్లీ హ్యావింగ్ డన్ ఆర్ కాజ్డ్ టు బి డన్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫాలోయింగ్. Okay, they will be getting penalized for such actions. Then restriction on new outlets or new discharges. So this is also one of the section you will see basically in our CFOs. Establish or take any steps to establish any industry or operations. Basically, you will see in your CFO according to the Water Act 1974, Section 25 and subsection A, you have been issued this license or consent for operation. So your before establishing అంటే మనం ఏమన్నా ఒక కొత్త కంపెనీని కానీ ఏదన్నా ఒక కొత్త బిజినెస్ని స్టార్ట్ చేయాలంటే డెఫినెట్లీ వీ హ్యావ్ టు గెట్ అప్రూవల్ ఫ్రమ్ పొల్యూషన్ కంట్రోల్. Establish or take any steps to establish any industry, operations or process or any treatment and disposal system or any extension or addition thereto which is likely to discharge sewage or a trade effluent into a system or a well or sewer or in a land. Such discharge being hereafter in this section referred to as discharge of sewage, bringing into use of any new or altered outlet for the discharge of sewer or begin to make any new discharge of sewer. It is nothing but starting a new establishment where a effluent will generate. And the state government may grant its consent refer to the subsection 1 subjected to the conditions as may be imposed at the beginning. In the case of any new discharge, the conditions to be the nature and construction, temperature, volume, rate of discharge of the effluent from the land or premises from which the discharge or new discharge is to be made. Which means, as they mention in CFO, so what kind of effluent you are generating, what will be the volume of effluent, and also what is the further process of that effluent you are doing before discharge and where you are going to discharge. Okay. All these matters they will suggest in the CFO. And the consent will be valid only for such period as may be specified in the order. So validity. So validity always we could see in the document itself from a 1 to 1 when it is authorized and when it is going to expire. Then refuse such consent for reasons to be recorded in writing. So whenever a pollution control board refuses that authorization, once you have applied, they are not giving the permission. So they will definitely mention the reasons for refusing such applications. Where without the consent of state board, any industry, operation or process, or any treatment or disposal system, or any extension or addition there is established, or any steps for such establishments